Hello, everybody. Welcome back to channel Y.O.B. Um, this is a review for season 1, episode 8 of The Penguin, called "A Great or Little Thing." My first impressions is I like this episode. I'm not in love with it. I believe this is the final episode, the season finale. Um, and I don't know. I think it could have been a better finale, but so spoilers. I'm just gonna spoil it. Just get to a point of how I feel right away. Is things that I kind of irritated by is how Vic dies. Is like really like I don't. The thing is, this show has too many similarities to the Sopranos. Like they're trying to make it like like how um Tony Soprano killed what's his name, Christopher, in that car accident. But the thing is, like that scene makes it's fucked up, but it makes sense because he sees the baby carriage in the back of the car that was impelled by a tree, and it's almost like he's looking at it and realizing, like, oh, this guy is just out of control. This dude is just like he's still doing drugs, and he can't. If I wasn't in the car, he could have had his baby in the car and got the baby killed. But that's not even just like that. I think Tony Soprano just found him as a liability, and he needed an excuse to kill him. So Christopher's death, even though it sucks, and it kind of makes me kind of not like Tony for the rest of the final season, it makes more sense than the way Oswald kills Victor, because it's like Victor gave everything. He helped him. He never betrayed him. He helped him when he had no, but like he got him out of sticky situations. Like that's someone you might want to keep around. It doesn't really make sense to eliminate him out of the picture. Like I don't understand that at all. Again, Sophia, I think throughout the show was very mediocre and very underwhelming and very just boring. It's just like there's no presence about her that's threatening. It's just kind of like the script is saying, yes, she's crazy. She's unhinged. But it's not like I ever really got that from her character ever. Um Colin Farrell was perfect throughout this whole season. Um I think that the cast, I mean, generally everybody's good. I think this script for Sophia was just very weak for her character development. Um I'm glad at the end we got the bat signal that was put up. I wish we got to see Batman a little bit, or like I would have really liked to see at the end of the episode Batman on a rooftop, kind of staring into Oswald's place. But I guess it's like he probably doesn't know where Oswald's located at. But still, I mean, I would like to see Robert Pattinson as Batman, like just somewhere, or like maybe a shot of him in his. Maybe it'd been cool to see a shot of him at the end of Robert Pattinson's Batman sitting in Wayne, like the Wayne Tower, just sitting there, and then looking up and then like, seeing the bat signal. Like I think that would have been cool. Just to see Robert Pattinson. This I would have really loved to see Robert Pattinson just like one, even if it's just a second, just seeing him looking up at the bat signal. I mean, it's cool that we saw the bat signal, but I really, really wish that we got like a little hint, a little something more. But it's okay. At least they acknowledge that Batman is aware of what's going on, and he's like, now he's gonna step in. Because now it's like, because it's almost like, oh yeah, you think things are over? Like something ain't right here. And I hope Victor is not dead. I really like the actor who played Victor. I think he was great. I don't want. It really was sad to see him die. It was really actually broke my heart because he was there next to Oswald when his mom had a stroke and stuff, and he was like, he was really cool with him. Had his back the entire time. I really hope Victor didn't die. Like I hope somehow Victor doesn't just die from that. I really be happy if I see Victor again. I swear, if I see Victor again, I'll be so happy. And I hope he comes back as Robin. I really hope he becomes Robin. Because now it's like he's gonna have reason to beat the shit out of Penguin. Because like, dude, I fucking had your back, and you gonna do this to me? Man, fuck Penguin. I like Penguin. I mean, I like Califarro as Penguin, but him killing Victor, just like that was just like that's just like, even though it's like I didn't like his the way Oswald was killing people doesn't even make sense. He killed his brothers, right? The people he kills doesn't even make sense. It's like I understand him killing the brother, the foul of Sophia's brother, but because Sophia's brother was being a prick, and like disrespecting him, and it's almost like just a spirit of moment. Just he just had a gut reaction of anger, and it's almost like, and even how he reacted is like fuck. It's almost like he was just he reacted like I should have done that. So it made sense and it worked. But all the other people he kills, like killing his brothers like that, just didn't make sense to me. It's like, okay, I understand you love your mom, but why would you kill your brothers like in cold blood like that? That makes no fucking sense. There's no build up to that. There's no build up to that at all. There's no build up to that. It's just kind of like, okay, so he just randomly kills people, because that's what it seems like. It's just there's no reason for him to kill his brothers like that. They didn't do anything like that egregious to him. And then like fucking Victor literally protected you, got you out of a sticky situation. Like not more than not like he did it more than once. Saving you and from getting clipped by the Maronis. And then getting Link to come in and get you help you out. You know, before and before they were gonna give you off to Sophia. I just don't understand that, man. But I guess it's like he is a villain, and it's like you can't trust him. But it's just like, man, there could have been better writing for that. I just feel like it's kind of just sloppy. It's like it's like you rushed Penguin's story and not really built him up. It's like you making him do these crazy ass kills and stuff that doesn't really make any sense. But then Sophia gets all this like character development and shit. It's just like I feel like the priorities are so backwards in this season. That's why I have to give this season like a 7 out of 10, because it loses 3 points because it's just the plot is misguided. Like Lauren LaFranc, the executive producer and writer, she's too hell bent on trying to talk about feminism and patriarchy, and and almost trying to justify all the female villains in the show. And it's just like, okay, and then Penguin, he's just and it's like, okay, you can make him a villain and make him bad. They did it in Sopranos with Tony Soprano. I'm not saying you have to justify the males, but I'm saying just write the characters that make sense. You don't. I don't know. It's just the writing is just very convoluted. That's the biggest problem with the show is the writing. It's very convoluted. It's very just irritating because it just feels like it's just I don't know, a feminist agenda. And it's just like I just want good storytelling. I get tired of these California writers. They're just these liberal, bubble, no life experience writers who just constantly smelling their own farts and thinking, oh my god, my gender, my sexual orientation. Oh, it's like, dude, this is not what we're here to do. Like, just tell a story. Come on. It's just like, and even like, I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's just, I like the concept. I like, plots, and it's, I like the ideas, but it could have been executed a lot better in the writing department. The writing really dropped this, because I was, the crazy thing is, I was praising Lauren Frank for the first episode, but it just, she's a good writer, but she just has an agenda, and she's more fixated on that. And then at the end of the episode, we see that what's her name? Uh, Catwoman um, gets in contact with Sophia, and she says she's her half sister. And I'm like, oh no, now we're gonna bring back Zoe Kravitz again. I don't want to see Zoe Kravitz, man. Again, it's just like you're getting these like mediocre leading actresses that are like really mediocre, man. And it's killing me. I'm getting this like literally our modern era has the worst young actresses. We got fucking Zendaya, who's trash. We got Zoe Kravitz, who's trash. It's just like, God, it's just like, stop putting these lame. It's just you keep putting these like non-talented actresses because they're young in the forefront, and a lot of times these actresses are just. I mean, Sophia, the actress that plays Sophia, is better than both of them in my opinion. But it's just I don't know because the mom, the actress that plays the mom, she's great. I think the writing is a little wonky and it kind of doesn't make sense, but she's great. I think she's great. The actress is great. I really like the mom actress. I think she was great in it. I think her performance is really good. Um, I mean, my favorite scenes in this episode was the when uh, Oswald and his mom were like captured, and Sophia was forcing him to tell the truth about what he did to his brothers. I think that scene was good. I think seeing in the hospital with him and his mom was really good. That made me tear up. Um, I mean, even the ending, like I don't know that where he when he starts killing Vic. I mean, it caught me off guard, but not in a surprising good way. It's kind of like, really? What? Why? Why are you doing that? You're just killing people randomly? Like, I guess it's supposed to be he's the devil. He just loves his mom. But it's like, okay, it doesn't. Okay, but you're killing people that don't even make sense to kill. Like Victor literally gave everything. He's literally loyal as fuck. There's no reason for you to kill him. He's actually a good person to keep around to keep you alive. I mean, I don't get it. And then at the end, he's dancing. I mean, it's just another thing too. I just find it weird. Like, why are they making this incestual weird relationship with Oswald and his mom? He's like he's dancing with his girlfriend that's dressed up like his mom, and he's calling her ma, and then she's calling him boy. It's like, what is this? This is so weird. Like this is so weird. Like I don't get it. I don't know what that is. Like that's just weird. So Oswald is like an ancestral, like he wants to sleep with his mom. Like this is weird. I don't get it. Like it's like I don't know why they're writing him like that. It's just a lot of bizarre choices that I just don't like at all. It's just I don't know. And this is like why I wish we could write things. Well, I mean, I don't like being, you know, like I don't want to call. I mean, I'm not trying to sound sexist or anything, but I think men should write characters like male stories, because women do weird shit, especially women who hate men. That come in and write stories. They do weird shit with male characters, or they make them like pathetic and gross and weird. Like Oswald is like an ancestral, like he wants to sleep with his mom, like he wants to be in a relationship with his mom. I was like, what? That's just weird. And then they write the women, even if the women are clearly wrong, the women will write women to be like these victims. Like, you have to feel sorry for this person who's clearly a villain. But the male villains are like, yeah, they're just pieces of shit. They're actually gross and weirdly pathetic and creepy. And it's just feminism propaganda, and it's just like, bruh, it's cringe. I mean, it just doesn't. Oswald's like his motives don't make any sense. Like instead of a whole episode dedicated to Sophia going to Arkham, we could have had an episode dedicated to Oswald's childhood to build up why he has resentment. Maybe he was picked on as a kid. You have maybe have the whole episode dedicated to him as a kid, and show him going to school getting picked on by other kids, and then him going home and his brothers kind of ignoring him and picking on him when he gets home, and the only one that kind of shows him any kind of love in life is his mom. So he has this deep bond with his mom. But we didn't have to make it like incestual. Like the ending when he's dancing with his girlfriend that's dressed up like his mom. That's just like stupid. Like why? Why? This is weird. Like why? What are you doing? Even the parts where he was going to the club with his mom, like dancing with her, and she had like this sexy outfit on. I was like, why are you dressing sexy for your son? That's like weird. Like I don't understand the motive. Like what is why? What and it's like and then you're trying to make it like, oh, the son he had a hots for her, like Oswald has a hots for her. But why is the ma putting on that dress, like that sexy outfit, and say, hey, let's go out and dance? It's just like, eh? And then you flip it like, I knew he killed my boys, and I was gonna have him killed. It's just like this writing is so convoluted and weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's just basically make men look like they're weird and pathetic. It's just weird. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Lauren Frank's writing. I think she has an agenda that she's more specifically worried about. instead of telling a good story. I mean, the show is really just a 7 out of 10. I mean, I recommend you guys check it out. But you could. Yeah, I mean, I recommend you check it out so it makes so that when you see the Batman 2, things make sense because this season leads into Batman 2. And that's what I've heard that it directly leads into the next movie. And you see at the end of the episode the bat signal go up. So you know the problem I have with this Matt Reeves universe so far is the writing. The writing is just meandering and very just kind of like convoluted and overly complex. Whereas it's not necessarily like you don't need to make things characters so bizarrely complex. It just makes things just kind of obnoxious. But I mean, the episode is a 7 out of 10. I know. I think this episode is an 8 out of 10. I like this episode, but the whole season, honestly, in my opinion, is a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed myself. It's above average, but it has a lot of big problems that kind of hurt the flow. But it's 7 out of 10 definitely because I got through it. I watch every episode. It definitely has something there that keeps me invested, and I mean, Colin Farrell keeps me invested. Um, the actor plays Vic kept me invested. The actress that plays the mother kept me invested. The cinematography kept me invested. The directing, the directing and the editing and the style kept me invested. It's a really good looking show. But the weakest thing is the writing. The writing is very up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like 1 minute is good, next minute is bad. 1 minute is good, the next minute is bad. And it's too up and down. And it's very like it's where you don't really feel excited for what's next. I kind of feel like I'm just kind of confused on motives here. And now definitely we're bringing back Zoe Kravitz's fucking. I just don't like Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. I know everybody thinks, oh, she's hot. Oh, she's hot. Man, Zoe Kravitz, she has two of the most artistic parents, Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz, and she did not get any ounce of artistic ability in her at all. Look who she's fucking marrying, Channing Tatum. That goes to show you how much of a meathead she is. She's boring. She's not an interesting, deep person. She's just not. She's pretty because she has two like beautiful looking parents. It's like that's why she looks really good. She has her father's Lenny Kravitz and her mom's fucking Lisa Bonet. Of course they're gonna have a model daughter. Of course their daughter's gonna look fucking gorgeous. They got like two models for fucking parents. But other than that, her personality is so dry, so boring. Her acting is so boring. She has no screen presence. She's the worst Catwoman I've ever seen. It's just I do not want to see her again, and it just feels like okay, and everybody's enjoying the show, and it's giving these female writers, these feminist writers, carte blanche to this jam-packed feminism into it. Even when I was watching this episode, the funny thing I just remembered is like at the Italian bar that Oswald's mom takes him to, it's very diverse. There's like black people there. It's like half the people there in this Italian bar, this nightclub are black. And then in the Batman, the Catwoman tells Batman, all these people in their white privilege. It's like Gotham City seems very diverse. It doesn't seem racist at all. Gotham City seems very diverse, so it doesn't make sense to have a line where Catwoman says that white privilege. It's like what are you talking about? Like it seems very diverse in the city. It doesn't seem racist at all. Like I don't know what you're talking about. And again, at the end of the episode, she literally says white privilege. I mean, Catwoman says white privilege, but in the episode, Catwoman sends a letter to Sophia saying, "I'm your half sister," proving her dad was Falcone. So her dad is white. He's Italian. So what the fuck is she talking about? She's half white. So what the fuck is she talking about? White privilege? That doesn't make any sense. You're half white. It's like that's what I'm talking about. The writing is just like these people are trying to jam pack their real life issues into a fantasy, and it pulls me out, and it feels like someone is reading off their Twitter post. But I don't know. The show is 7 out of 10. I like it. It's all right. It's decent. I recommend you guys check it out so you guys could understand what's gonna happen in the Batman and not be confused. I recommend it for Colin Farrell's performance in it. Um, but yeah, it was a decent season. I believe this is the last episode, but yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments below if you liked it or not. Appreciate you guys stopping by. As always, may the force be with you. Peace and out.